Alright, y'all, Power season is upon us with Powerbook 3 premiering in July, Powerbook 2 possibly returning in September, and Powerbook 4 debuting in November, maybe. I had to come to y'all and break down the cast of Tommy's spinoff Powerbook 4 Force. Let's get into it. It was recently announced that R&B singer Jeremiah would be joining the cast of this Joseph Sikora-led spinoff, and I was like, dang, I cannot talk about Jeremiah yet because I haven't talked about the full cast. The series is currently filming and on episode 6 right now in production, so they will be finishing up in the next few weeks, which is why we're going to start to see more announcements. Most likely Jeremiah just finished or is starting filming, and before images or video could leak about him being a part of the show, Starz went ahead and announced it. Jeremiah is joining an already interesting, super talented, and down for whatever cast, including Lili Simmons, Gabrielle Ryan, Isaac Keys, Shane Harper, Kris D. Lofton, Anthony Fleming III, Lucien Cambric, and Tommy Flanagan. In Powerbook 4 Force, we will see Tommy move to Chicago where he will make friends with a bar owner, Gloria. Creator Courtney Kemp also explained recently on an IG Live that we will get the answer to the question of how did Tommy end up in Chicago when the original plan was for him to go to California. In this season, which will be based 100% in Chicago, we will see the start of a potential feud as an Irish crime family is eager to get their hands on Gloria's bar. Depending on how quickly Tommy falls in love or like for her, we will possibly see him pulled into the mess to defend Gloria as he stands up his new drug organization. But let's get into all these characters of this amazing cast. Jeremiah will play Elijah, a high-ranking member of CBI who knows how the drug trade is played and isn't afraid to bend the rules. As the closest ally to Jenard Sampson, there's nothing he won't do to prove his loyalty to both the Sampson brothers. Kris D. Lofton plays Jenard Sampson, not a traditional student but a shining star who was gifted from birth. Jenard was accepted to Brown University within days of his older brother Diamond being sentenced to 15 years. Jenard parked his ambitions of academia and took the reins of one of Chicago's largest crews. Buffeted by the benefits of Diamond being his brother and keeper, he took power of the organization with an unbridled ability of the CEO, along with the wild energy to end anybody that crosses him. Isaac Keys plays Diamond, a gentle giant with truthful eyes and a body made of granite with defensive precision, a trait drilled into him during a 15-year sentence. Before Diamond got locked up, he was the young head of the Chicago's most promising crew that was taking over the city. In his short time at the helm, he created a tactical drug-running outfit respected by all of Chicago's crime families. He spent his time in prison reading the classics, educating himself on everything from history to literature to philosophy. Now that he's out, Diamond plans on taking the reins back from his crew's interim leader, his younger brother. Lili Simmons plays Claudia Claude Flynn, the only daughter to the largest kingpin in Chicago. Astute doesn't begin to describe her. Her intellect is a mixture of Ivy League lecture halls and Chicago street smarts. She is as brilliant as a politician and as blunt as a pipe wrench to the face. Claude doesn't need the green light or permission to set things in motion. She is a fire starter and the one person in Chicago you should never count out. In a male-dominated business, Claude is determined to carve out her own path and one that might save her family in the end. Gabrielle Ryan is Gloria, a razor-sharp and stunning former Marine carving her own path in Chicago. She's passionate, fiery, and beholden to no man. Out of a small kitchen in the back of her bar, she pumps out Michelin-level Jamaican-inspired dishes. Her clientele is a revolving door of Irish mobsters looking to move in on her real estate. This doesn't stop Gloria's hustle and dream of one day owning her own restaurant and being free from under the watchful eye of the crime family that she's entangled with. A chance encounter with Tommy quickly causes a seismic shift in the lives of those around her that only she can unravel. Shane Harper plays Vic Flynn, the heir apparent to Chicago's largest crime family, a prince who leads with his heart as much as his fists. Vic resents the fact that his father has mapped out his entire life for him, both in business and in love. Vic can roll with Chicago's wealthiest socialites just as easily as he can get down with Chicago's heaviest dealers. Realizing his father has taken a shine to Tommy, Vic will fight to regain control of his rightful position at any and all costs. looking to move his family business forward and bury old beefs. Vic's allegiances to his family is put to the test, and where he comes out on it will impact the entire city of Chicago's power structure. Anthony Fleming III plays J.P. Gibbs, a gifted jazz musician who's toured several continents, developing a rich worldliness that comes through in his swagger and collage of diverse tattoos. JP owns and operates a blues club with his ailing father that has been the target of several attacks by local gang members. As rich as JP's life is, he still carries the pain of never having had a mother in his life and having a son he has no relationship with. JP's world is thrown off its axis when he crosses paths with Tommy. Lucien Cambric is Darnell DMac McDowell, a young man who is raised by the streets of Chicago's South Side. Independent, fiercely loyal, and completely unflinching when called upon to represent his crew, D-Mac is still a kid at heart looking for someone to take care of him. After a run-in with Tommy proves to be more than a fluke, D-Mac looks to Tommy as he hits crossroads in his life and can completely upend his future. And last but certainly not least, Tommy Flanagan is Walter Flynn, the head of the Irish crime family in Chicago. Despite living a life of immense prosperity in his castle on the lake, he longs for the way things used to be. Walter believes that without community and family there is no tradition, and his deeply held code of honor bleeds into every aspect of his life. As he ushered his family into the 21st century, Walter quickly saw the criminal organization he built facing threats he never accounted for. I don't know what y'all thinking, but just in these character descriptions, this series is sounding good. Like everybody is interested, everybody has something going on, everybody has a little quirk to them that's going to make things get really real, and I'm so excited. Quite a few characters in their descriptions, it talks about how Tommy coming into contact with them has changed their lives. I also think that all of these characters are going to change Tommy in a way that we never even expected, and a lot of people are thinking or asking the question of if Tommy can survive on his own, because he has never done this on his own. He's always had ghosts when it comes to their drug organizations in life and in business. Now he's having to start over again in a completely new place with completely new people, and we don't know if he can do it because he wasn't even able to really manage it when Ghost was still alive and he was in New York, and it was something that he knew, and he literally just took over what he already had with Ghost. So this is going to be so interesting. I think that this series is going to be the closest to what original Power was, with all the action, sex, drugs, and tons of violence. Y'all know that Tommy always brought the violence, so I am anticipating lots and lots of violence in this series, and I'm definitely going to be coming back with prediction videos with additional information for the series, breakdowns, and all of that good stuff. So be sure to subscribe to the channel if you are into Power, Powerbook 2, Powerbook 3, Powerbook 4. Powerbook 5 is also coming. They're in pre-production right now for that. They're trying to get that outline, so we're going to probably be getting announcements about Powerbook 5 at the end of the year, because Courtney definitely mentioned that in her live as well. But if you are into the Power universe, make sure you hit the subscribe button, because I am going to be giving you guys updates on all of that. I have all of my Season 1 Powerbook 2 breakdowns on my channel. As I mentioned before, Powerbook 3 premieres in July, and I will be posting new videos breaking down every episode of that series as well. And I cannot wait. Power season is upon us, y'all. Let's do this.